Ayoko na sana talaga tong gawan ng video, but I'm seeing a lot of comments about this with regards to how really safe pa ba ang pera sa GCash. Yung iba naman calling out to remove your money from GCash because GCash is not a bank. I'm making this video para sa mga tao na hindi pa rin aware sa mga nangyayari about GCash recently, and at the same time, is there a way na maprotektahan mo ang sarili mo against this kind of scams or modus? Well, kung gusto mong malaman yan, samahan niyo ako pag-usapan natin yan. So, sit back and let's discuss. Coming right up. Hi guys, this is Pat and you're in Pat Quintos Review TV. So if you're new here, my channel, I do reviews about personal finance na meron akong experience or meron na akong knowledge na ginawa ko na yan ng videos and playlists na makita nyo dito sa taas. At kung bago ka dito sa channel ko, you may want to consider subscribing to my channel. Sabi ko, hindi ko nagagawan to ng video kasi nakakainis yung GCash. So kasama ako sa group of content creator, sabi ko, hindi ko nagagawa ng content dyan si GCash. But well, here I am creating this content because nakita ko yung need na maging aware yung mga subscribers ko. So, eto na nga. Just recently, nagkaroon ng issue with GCash na nabawasan or nawala or nalimas ang kaperahan ng mga tao from their GCash account. Sabi nila, walang OTP, wala silang clinic na link, hindi sila nagsusugal or link sa mga gambling sites. So, they're really clueless as to how it happened. And it happened overnight. And hindi lang yon, sobrang bilis ng pagsesend ng message. Sabi nga nila, kung tao yan, hindi ka makakapag-send na maraming beses sa loob ng 1 minute. So, ito, papakita ko na lang yung mga screenshot over the internet. Ito, katulad nito, mabilis na na-transact, wala pang 1 minute, nakapag-send na too many. So, bigyan ko yun ng background kung paano daw to nangyari. So, sabi ng mga affected user, well, nakatanggap sila ng notification within GCash na somehow GCash detected parang suspicious or fraudulent transaction dun sa account. So, they're investigating the issue and babalitaan sila as soon as possible. So, yung mga affected naman, pagkatingin nila, yun na nga, nabawasan na nga yung pera nila na ang ginamit na feature ay send to many. So, dun sa send to many, hindi daw nagre-require ng OTP to send. Possible na yun talaga ang naging route ng mga scammer daw. So, feeling ko, hindi to ganun magiging kaingay kung walang celebrity involved, which is si Pokwang. So, sabi dito, among those affected is actress Pokwang where she lost 85,000 from GCash account. So, ito, medyo mga kilalang, kahit pa paano may mga pangalan na tao, di ba? Paano kung normal na tao? Kailangan mo talaga mag-ingay over social media para mapansin, para maging issue to at, di ba, maging big deal para kay GCash. Paano kung ikaw yung simpleng na-scam lang or what? Sasabihin, hindi nila titingnan at sasabihin nila, well, nag-click ka kasi ng link, so on and so forth. So, hindi namin mababalik yan. So, over the weekend, nag-issue ng statement si GCash and babasahin ko sa inyo. GCash addresses system reconciliation, reassures customers accounts are safe. A few GCash users were affected due to errors in an ongoing system reconciliation process. This incident was isolated to a few users, and we assure our customers that their accounts are safe. We have identified and reached out to the affected accounts. Wallet adjustments are ongoing. So, this is coming from their VP and Head of Corporate Communication for GCash, Gilda Makilan. Yeah. Based dun sa statement nila na wala namang hacking incident. Meron lang kasi kaming ginagawang system upgrade or reconciliation. Medyo may nagkamali lang sa amin, kaya biglang nagbawas. However, I would agree na merong mga ganyang instances. Like kay Maya, may bigla na lang na-debit up. If I remember correctly, nung nag-smart padala pa kami, nagkakaroon ng adjustment minsan. So, magde-debit yung office ni Maya. Makikita naman doon na galing kay Maya yung debit. So, somehow, I know na ang kumuha ng pera ay si Maya. So, eto naman, parang hindi eh. Bakit send to many feature ang nangyari? Kung magkakaroon niya ng adjustment or reconciliation, edi dapat there's an official label na nakalagay na parang GCash adjustment. Hindi yung ginamit pa yung feature na send to many. And, eto yon, may mga cellphone number pa. Hindi ba? Hindi ba nakakapagtaka? Ba't magkakaroon ng cellphone number? Bakit i-send yung pera sa mga cellphone numbers? Well, sabi nga ni GCash, it's a system reconciliation daw. Pero, naniniwala ba kayo doon? For me guys, hindi ako naniniwala doon. Yun yung opinion ko Feeling ko, it's a damage control. Siyempre, kung sasabihin ni GCash na there's a system breach, well, mababawasan talaga ang confidence ng mga tao kay GCash. Until siguro mag-step in ang government natin to have a transparent investigation para malaman kung may hacking ba nangyari or wala. Sunod-sunuran lang tayo sa kung ano sasabihin ni GCash. Ano ba yung pwede nating gawin para maprotektahan ang pera natin? Okay, I listed 5 ways on how you can somehow make your money safe online. Unang-una, by all means, use GCash. Use all GCash services. Walang masama sa paggamit ng services ni GCash. Lalo na kung nagbe-benefit ka, yung convenience yan, go ahead, use GCash. However, GCash is like the digital version of your wallet. Kung yung wallet mo, nilagay mo sa likod ng bulsa mo, tapos nagpunta ka sa mga matataong lugar, ang laking chance na madukutan ka. Thus, ganun din naman online, di ba? Ang gagawin mo doon, di huwag ka maglalagay ng malaking pera sa wallet mo para pag nadukutan ka, just in case, hindi ganun kasakit sa'yo. Kung lalagay natin yan online, well, ganun din. Huwag kang maglagay ng malaking pera or mag-iwan ng malaking pera sa inyong e-wallet. Move your money to your traditional banks or your digital banks. Number 2, it is very cliche to say, but yeah, tama naman talaga. Don't share your OTPs. Don't click a link and don't entertain suspicious call. Paulit-ulit na yan, pero yan talaga yung basically kailangan ng mga hackers, scammers to gain access to your accounts. Number 3, if it is too good to be true, then it's not true. You may receive an offer, like pwede kitang pautangin, then ito lang kailangan mo i-provide itong mga details na to, or what, you won something by yung naiusong text dati, yung Willie Revillame whatever text, and then kailangan mong magpadala ng processing fee daw, so on and so forth. So, yeah, if it is too good to be true, then it's not true. If someone called you or reached out to you about fixing your account, ganyan, may mali sa account mo, and they have this kind of urgency, kailangan mo nang gawin yan, kasi kung hindi, mabablock yung account mo, well, ito lang sabihin nyo. Sige po, thank you po for letting me know. Tatawag na lang po ako kay GCash or kung sino man yung tumawag sa inyo, tawagan nyo yung customer service. Kayo mag-initiate ng call instead of them. Also, don't ask them na ano po ba yung number ng customer service nyo kasi syempre, ibibigay lang din nila yung sa kanila. Hanapin nyo na lang sa internet kung ano ba yung contact number ng call center ng mga banks or e-wallets na kumontak sa inyo. Though kay GCash medyo somehow ang hirap or pahirapan kumonect sa totoong tao. Number 5, make sure to review your account right now. Make sure na yung information nyo with your e-wallets are updated. The email address, your complete name, your address, etc. Bakit? Kasi if in case na mawala yung cellphone nyo or what, well, pag pinablock nyo yung GCash account nyo at nakapag-replace na kayo ng panibagong SIM, well, hindi kayo mahihirapan mag-recover. Medyo, it's a pain point sa mga nawalan talaga na kadalasan ang nangyayari na lang is gumagawa na lang sila ng panibagong GCash account or e-wallet account. If medyo OC ka talaga, na gusto mo talagang super secure or mas madagdagan ng security, well, these 2 tips will help you further enhance the security of your account. Pang number 6 is add a SIM PIN code to your SIM card. Yan. Bakit? Okay, let's say, umalis ka, nawala ang cellphone mo. Yung nakapulot, medyo mautak. Tinanggal yung SIM card mo at nilipat sa ibang phone. Kasi hindi niya mabuksan yung telepono mo, di ba? Kasi may lock. There's no way for him na matanggap yung message. So, ang gagawin niyan is ililipat niya yung SIM card mo sa ibang telepono. Thus, pag nag-open siya ng other e-wallets or GCash or Maya or bank account, matatanggap niya yung OTP dun sa SIM card. Pero, kung may SIM PIN code, yung SIM card mo, kahit na i-insert yan, magtatanong muna yan ng PIN bago nyo mabuksan ang inyong SIM messages. Thus, kahit anong request niya ng OTP, hindi niya makikita. Number 7, kung meron lang naman, if you have 2 phones, make sure na yung SIM card ay inserted sa other phone and the GCash app is inserted on another phone. Thus, minimizing yung risk na madaling mabuksan ang inyong GCash account. So, basically, yan yung tips ko sa inyo on how are you going to protect your account given this kind of circumstances na nangyayari with our electronic wallet right now. For our question of the day, sa tingin nyo, ano ba talaga nangyari dito sa incident na to? Was it really a system reconciliation na it's an error within GCash or merong someone from maybe outside or what? Let me know your theories about dito sa nangyari. Isulat niyo yan sa comment section sa baba at may chance kayo manalo ng 1,000 pesos sa ating weekly GCash giveaway. Yun lamang po for today's video. But before we end this video, mag-shoutout po muna tayo at shoutout kay at Noel Agravante 8207. Sabi niya, thanks for sharing, Sir Pat. Pa-shoutout po from Dasmariñas, Cavite. At Noel Agravante 8207, shoutout po sa inyo. Maraming salamat sa panonood at pagsuporta ng aking mga videos. Thank you so much. I hope you can like this video, leave a thumbs up, and if not, wala namang problema dyan, but continue to support me by subscribing to my channel by clicking the subscribe button and also the bell button sa tabi ng subscribe para makareceive kayo ng latest notification sa lahat ng upload ko. Again guys, this is Pat Quinto and you're in Pat Quinto's Review TV. Bye-bye!